We are sorry, but for your daughter's education loan, you will need to get your husband's signature on this form. Why? Isn't my signature and my documents enough? I'm her mother. Revati asked the representative from the loan division of a financial institution. Her temples had started throbbing with frustration and irritation. Wherever she went, it was the same. Get your husband's bank details and his signature on the loan application form. Revati decided to speak to her husband once again and request him. After all, Riya was his daughter too. He had been refusing to financially support these days. Well, all these years he had been supporting, then why was he turning his back now? Luckily, Riya was a very sensible and understanding girl. She had managed to get scholarship and financial aid for her studies abroad, and as such, Revati's husband was relieved of paying education fees in foreign currency. His only expense towards her studies abroad was her medical insurance, food and boarding. Riya was working on campus and earning her pocket money, but now she needed help for further studies and was fortunate to get admission to pursue master's degree. Of late, Revati's husband had started behaving strange. She was aware he was influenced by an unscrupulous character at work and had strayed. On several occasions, she had told him to keep away from this guy, but he wouldn't listen. She realized most of his earnings were draining elsewhere. Back home, Revati pursued the topic once again. Her husband agreed to sign the documents but refused to share the bank details and any other documents. All her pleading and reasoning fell on deaf ears. Riya tried speaking to him too, but he wouldn't listen to her too. His behavior was stressing Revati to the point of extreme stress. She was sliding into depression. Her salary was not enough to support her daughter for further studies, but being a mother, she was ready to try all avenues to get financial aid for her daughter. She turned to the banks once again and checked different loan options. She was already neck deep in gold loan, office loan, bank loans, credit card bills, all of which were to support Riya financially since over a year her husband had stopped supporting. She was informed by her bank that she would be able to apply for personal loan for a limited amount. She had no option but to go for it in spite of knowing that rates of personal loans are high and the amount was not enough for a 1-year course. Riya was going through a disturbed state of mind as well, all alone in a foreign country. She knew her mother will go through any length to help her. She was on the verge of breakdown, but for some friends who were giving her moral support. Back in India, Revati was reading through the personal loan forms and had started filling the columns. She was ready to undergo any hardship just for the sake of her daughter's future. Just as she was about to seal the loan by her final signature on the form, she noticed her mobile phone light up. There was an incoming message from her daughter Riya. While the bank representative waited for her to sign the form, Revati lay her pen down and picked up the phone to check the message. She froze with shock and emotion as she stared at the screen. Riya had messaged, "Ma, my finances are arranged. If you haven't yet applied for loan, do not go ahead with it. My friend discussed with her family and her dad and grandfather want to finance my entire studies. They have even sent across a message to me that till I do not get a job after completing my studies, I shouldn't worry myself about returning the amount to them. Their only condition is that I concentrate in my studies and complete what I have started." Revati's soul trembled with emotion. She closed her eyes as tears rolled down her cheeks, thanking the Almighty and the God-sent angels for this miracle. Riya's friends' family were complete strangers, but their kind, selfless gesture to help her during the most difficult times moved Revati to the core. God listens to silent prayers and good people do exist. Dear friends, your children are an extension of you. They are a part of you. As parents, it's your duty to see that your children are well equipped and have mental and emotional support to face the world. The world throws temptations at you, but if you love your family, your children, you will not make those temptations a priority. Please do not ruin your children's future. We all want our children to be happy and safe. Which parent doesn't? But if you really want your children to be happy and safe, don't turn your back on them and leave them to face the world alone without teaching them how to cope with the hurdles that will come their way and letting them know that you are around if they need you. Allow them to solve the problems that they may encounter time and again during their growing up days, but be there for them till they get a strong foothold and are well equipped to handle their life. Do not drop them midway like a piece of hot coal. Keeping this in mind, allow them to take decisions on their own, but as parents and guardians, keep your senses alert. Working out at the gym and bodybuilding can only give physical strength, but help your children develop mental strength, spiritual strength, and emotional strength too. Life throws temptations to test our mental strength. In pursuit of savoring these temporary temptations, don't sacrifice your family, your children, your self-respect, your dignity. Thank you for watching my video. I am Alaknanda Pramanik, your master storyteller, author, and supermom. Please do like and share my video with all who will benefit from it. See you in my next video. Stay tuned.